Okay, here's a little video about how I connected my security camera in my barn with some equipment in it to be a motion detector light camera so that I can only detect motion in here in case somebody tries to come in here and steal some of my equipment. So up here is my motion detector, and back here is the security camera. It is right up there. Okay, and it is currently on. You see the lights are on, so the motion detector is set up to work day and night. Motion detector, I just purchased a cheap one, about $25 from Home Depot, and I'll give you a little bit of stuff here. Let me get up on my ladder and show you about the motion detector. And if you can see here, the motion detector itself is right there, and the lights are also on it. What I did was also I taped over the day-night detector to make sure it would work day and night. So that's one reason why it's on right now. I want it 24/7, not just during the night. So I have power out here to the barn, electricity. So I ran a 120 volt wire up here to power that detector. Then what I did was I came in here, the red and white wires that go to the light bulb would light it up, and I rerouted that back down to another outlet that you can maybe see right there, so that outlet only comes on when the motion detector triggers it on. So then I've got my camera set up right here, and the camera has its own SD card slot that stores the information on. So I currently have the motion detector just to stay on for 5 minutes at a time. So that means I would only record 5 minutes of video from the last motion, and instead of this thing would just record 24/7 all the time, stay on, and I'd have to go through all the video to see if anything moved on it. So there was no way to set it up to detect movement. So this is my fairly inexpensive way to set this up and to get a motion detector light to work only on motion sensing detectors. So right there's the plug where the light comes in, plugs into that one outlet right there, and right there's the camera. So it's been on for a few days, and it seems to be working just fine. The setup was real easy. Just have to deal with some electrical wiring and everything, and fine-tuning the motion sensor. But one thing that I've got right now is I've got another light plugged in right there that is telling me whether the camera ought to be on or not, and I'll eventually just remove it out of that outlet right there, and I should be good to go. And I'll have a nice wireless, well, not wireless, but security camera set up right here in the barn to detect any movement going on right here. As you can see, the timer went off on the motion detector light, so it just went off, and everything's working fine. Just testing it out and making sure everything shows up on my camera the way it should. I did have the camera upside down, so I had to flip it around, and it also has a date time stamp on the software inside the camera, so I can see when it recorded. So right now the camera is off and not recording because it's not sensing any motion. So everything has worked out.